finna go to the crib, edit the video. Yo, bro, ain't you that one dude that's not subbed to my channel? Hold on, I'll be back. You think it's sweet?
Oh, you not subbed, bro.
Pull up in that soft top like one brush bristles. Too much drink, unfortunately, I had missed the breakfast. I wanted to hit Alexis, so I bought a mama Lexus. Can't no bitch hit my cup, do that make me a sexist? Can't no nigga hit my cup, ain't she ain't pretty. And told them folks I was the one, I don't think they took me serious. I raised my voice in case.
Hello?
I seen you get knocked the fuck out yesterday. That's crazy. All you had to do is subscribe.
Yo, YouTube. We back with another video. Yo, Twitch, say what's up to YouTube. Yo, TikTok, if you don't follow me on Twitch, YouTube, if you don't follow me on Twitch, y'all come follow me on Twitch, man. We back with another story time. What's up, everybody in the TikTok? Twitch, say what's up to YouTube. And, yeah, we here. YouTube, y'all already know what the title of the story time and the story time is going to be about. TikTok, y'all don't know. Twitch, I just told y'all, but I'm gonna let TikTok know. This is a story time about how I robbed the book fair, bro, and I didn't get caught because I really like that. I know most of the story times I be telling y'all, they be like, yo, you got caught? I didn't get caught in this one. Every time I do something, I get caught. I didn't get caught this time, though. I'm super, bro. W me, I did not get caught this time. I really like that. And this is the best lick I ever hit. I still got stuff from this lick to this day. It's somewhere in my crib, but I don't know where it's at. But I know I still got this stuff to this day, bro. I made sure my lick was a good lick. Y'all already know, man, the book fair come around once a year. This is where all your little third grade, 10-year-old, 9-year-old, 8-year-old friends get to flex they $5 in everybody's face and get all these good books they not gonna read, but the cover of the book looks super tough, and they get all these football posters, the race car posters, these mechanical pencils, the UV pens, all this stuff that don't matter. But it's bro, the book fair, National Scholastics is a scam. It's a scam, bro. Everything they do is a scam. They just be scamming people. They scam kids. They scam adults. Mom, can I get $5? No. Let me get $5 to go to the book fair, please, please, please. Remind me of the day. I appreciate you for the likes. Remind me of the day that the book fair happened. That they give y'all the money, and then I never get the money. But Mom, you said I can get $5. Did I? But Mom, the book fair leaves tomorrow. Oh well, you should have been asking me. And it's like, bro, I asked you every day that the book fair was here. You didn't give me my money, y'all. Sorry, I got a little passive aggression still in there. But it's okay. Because at the end of the day, either I got my stuff from the book fair or we was going to hit a lick. And this time we didn't get the money and I hit the lick. And it's been times where I had the money and still hit the lick. So, I mean, regardless, I already knew. We was come on, bro. We in for some good stuff, bro. So YouTube, make sure y'all like this video. And sub. And TikTok. Make sure y'all come over here to the Twitch so y'all can. It look a lot better on here, like clearer a little bit sometimes. But I was in like 4th grade when this happened, y'all. This happened when I was like 10 or 9. I randomly clicked on your live. What do you do? My first time here, bro. We feel me? We be doing a little bit of everything, bro. We be vibing, bro. We definitely be vibing, bro. It be fun, bro. We be over here chilling, bro. Come over here and vibe and chill with us, bro. Yeah. But W first timer, bro. But yeah. This happened when I was like 4th grade, bro. I'm in 4th grade. I'm like 9 or 10 years old. I asked my mom, I said, Mom, mind you, they got the little notebooks, the National Scholastic notebooks that tell you all the new books that's coming out. And before the book fair like officially opened, because it goes by grades of the days that they let us go in there, they usually let the little kids go first. They'll let us walk around there, go inside the little book, circle everything we want that's in there. We can see the book in person. We take it to our parents. They tally up how much it costs before we even go over there, and it always end up costing more when you get in the book fair, so they give you money for it. But you supposed to, circle what you want. I'm in there, I'm circling Dork Diary books, Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, Guinness World Record books that mind you, I wasn't even reading for real. Not bad. I wasn't bad at reading. Now, let me tell y'all that, bro. I'm great at reading. I can read. I just hated reading. So when it came down to it, that was my worst subject because I didn't read. It didn't matter what it was. I was not reading. So when the book fair come around, imagine you not reading all year. Now the book fair come around, now you want to read. Now all of a sudden you Albert Einstein with the reading. Now your IQ 7,000. I don't even think it can go up that high, but like, bro, your IQ really up there. Now you want to read. Now you really locked in on reading. That was me though. I'm the type to get a reading log and lie about every book on there. I didn't read not one book. I was just lying. I'm making fake books. Come up with the most unique name that you can think of, or most basic name. That way, even if you look it up, something gonna pop up. Thankfully, that wasn't Googling every book on my reading log, because I was definitely on there lying. I'm coming up with random book names. The Fire That Started It All by John Witherspoon. I'm naming the book. I'm making a book authors, actors that I seen in Friday. I would go to like, bro, I'm really finna put y'all on game, bro. It used to be this thing we had. It's called reading logs. You would basically have to, like, every book you read, you have to put it on a reading log. It would be like the book name, the author, how many pages are in the book, and the date that you read it. And during the summer, you used to come back, and it on a random break, maybe winter break or something like that, or like right before we had end of grade test, you used to get the reading log, you used to take it, and they used to they used to check off the reading log, and they'd be like, yeah, now you get a prize. I was getting the prizes and never reading the books. I'm coming up with random book names. I used to watch movies a lot. So if it was like a movie if it was a book that had a movie, I would watch the movie and write about the movie on like little book reports and stuff. Or, yeah, bro, I actually still have one of my book talks that I did in middle school. But like, bro, I was never reading books. For real. I hated it, actually. Let's see if I can go to slides, Google Slides. Y'all can see. Boom, my book talk. Here go my book talk, chat. How was your day? My days are going great, man. We just doing the story time. As y'all can see, bro, when's the last time this got edited? Or when did this get started? I don't know. Anyway, hello, my name is Smee, and I'll be talking about the book Tears of a Tiger. Yo, this is my book talk from middle school. This book is by Sharon M. Draper. I also made Forest by Fire. Mind you, I did this entire presentation 5 minutes before I was supposed to present it. And I know I did it because I would have never did this. I know I got all of this off YouTube. I remember doing this, and I did this in class before they made us present it. TikTok. If y'all not inside the Twitch, come join the Twitch so y'all can see all the stuff that's getting talked about right now. But like, yeah, this is my book talk. Like, this book is by Sharon M. Draper, also made Forged by Fire and Darkness Before Dawn, a 5-time winner of the Coretta Scott King Award and a winner of the 1997 Teacher of the Year Award. This presentation looked horrible. Yeah, that's how I know I did it right before. Tears of a Tiger is about a boy named Robbie Washington who got killed in a car accident from drinking and driving with his friends Andy and BJ. But Robbie's death took a big toll on Andy and his best friend. This got a whole slide by itself. We had a slide limit. We had to have a minimum of, like, I think 5 slides. Heavily influenced by Stephen Curry, Robbie loved to play basketball, but he never knew that game he played that night would be the last game he played. Oh, I'm getting freaky with it. That last game he played, like I'm a news reporter. The characters are Robbie, deceased, Andy, Keisha, Andy's girlfriend, Gerald, BJ, Rhonda, BJ's girlfriend, and Monty, Andy's 6-year-old brother. This book is in 2-person point of view. What is 2-person point of view? 2nd-person point of view and 2nd-person narrative. Thank you for listening to my book talk and read Forged by Fire before reading Tears of a Tiger. And thank you, Miss Glass. I recommended a book and put like what it was about. Okay, bet. Nah, that was my book talk though. W book talk. But yeah, y'all know like when the book fair come around, every kid, let me get $5, please. And they always tell their parents they gonna go buy books, and they go in there and they buy. Oh my gosh, it's Tamia. Duh, no way, I know you. What's up, Melly? Nah, every single time like the book fair come around, these kids go asking they dukes, can I get $5, please? And the parents always think they going to get books. They go in there and get chocolate erasers and UV disappearing ink pencils. Oh my God, she knows me. Yeah. Glaze me. Nah, let me stop. But yeah, they always doing that, and the parents fall for it every time. But y'all already know me. I asked my mom for something. She gonna say, "Hold on, let me think about it." And let me think about it really mean no. So I was already knowing, and that's why I started planning my heist from that point, and not from the day that they said, "Yo, if you got money, let's go to the book fair." I started planning all the way ahead. I'd never been a thief in my life. I did not steal from my mom. I knew better. I'd never been the stealing type. I'm already knowing I usually get caught when I do everything. So stealing, stealing ain't never been my thing. I'm just going, not like that. Stealing from my mom ain't never been my thing. Stealing from people that I know has never been my thing. Stealing out of stores, stealing from the book fair, stealing online. That's my thing. That's kind of my thing. I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of my thing, bro. But stealing from my dukes ain't never been my thing. So that was already kind of like a, yeah, we're not gonna do that. It wasn't an option for me. Now I know my mom always has money in the car, cause we stop and get like snacks and stuff from the store or the gas station. My mom's like, you just drop me off at school. Not at this time, but like I always knew my mom had money in the car. So it was like if I wanted to steal from my mom, it wasn't gonna be hard to do. I just wasn't trying to get caught, and I've never been like that, the type to steal from my mom. So I didn't do it. The idea definitely slipped through my head, but it went out really quick. I'm like, how we gonna get this money to go to the book fair? Steal from my mom? No. Steal from the book fair? Ding, 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 ding. And that's just what it was, bro. I'm like, yeah, we just gonna take from the book fair. So when they come out with the little like magazines, they pass out to everybody. They're like, yeah, we're gonna take 5 minutes instead of doing our little morning meetings. We're just gonna circle what we want from the book fair, so y'all can go ask y'all parents and they can give y'all money. I was very smart, and I don't know if I was smart at 8 and 9 years old or my teacher was just slow. It could have been both, but we gonna go with I was smart and my teacher was smart too. But I got up out of there because I'm like that. I got up out of there. So my teacher like, Tania, did you let your mom know about the book fair? I'm like, yeah, I definitely did. I did. She was just like, she's gonna give me the money the day before the book fair. That way I can just pick up everything I want and I don't like second guess what I want and I bring the money too early and then I can't get what I really want out of there. Or she gonna give it to me the day after the book fair come so I can go in there the second day. I'm really glad I told her that, because if I didn't, I would have got caught. Peep how I said, my mom's going to give me the money the day of the book fair, right? Or the day after the book fair. I had 2 teachers. One of them was my homeroom teacher, but the other one, it was like she was really lenient. So if I asked her like, yo, can I go to the book fair? She was going to let me go. I hit both my teachers with the same thing. And now lock in. They hand us the little packet where we circle everything. I'm circling all this stuff. I asked my mom. My mom said, I'll think about it. Then she said no. She was like, no. What them grades looking like? As soon as she bring up grades, I don't even want it no more. Because, come on, you took it too far. Why are you taking it that far? You taking it too far, bro. Chill out. No, for real, though. Chill out. Why I gotta be worried? What's up with them grades, though? Soon as it gets to grades, grades is my trigger word. I don't even want to talk no more after that. I'm asking you for money. What them grades looking like? Mom, can I go to this party? What them grades looking like? I don't even want to go no more. You got it. I'm throwing in the white flag as soon as she say it. So as soon as she say, what is them grades looking like? I don't even want nothing from there no more. I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I still go to tell my teacher. I'm hitting her with it. Yeah. My mom gonna give me the money the day of the book fair. The day of the book fair roll around, chat. Lock in. The day of the book fair starts slowly rolling around. My teacher like, yeah. Everybody who's going to the book fair, whose last name is this through this, go ahead. Right? She was on some stuff like show the money. Show whatever money you got. Right? Show the money that you got, and I'm going to let you go down there. Then make sure don't nobody steal. So I'm like, yo, I can't hit this lick on her. I can't hit the lick while I'm in her class. I'm going to have to hit the lick in other class. the day, right? The book fair is there for 3 days, y'all. The day that the book fair happened, right? The first day of the book fair, I had a doctor's appointment. Mind you, my mom come pick me up in the middle of the day. So, my mom never been the type to, yeah, I'm taking you out of school and you going home. Nah, that was never an option. If you getting the flu shot, I'm picking you up from school, or the doctor's appointment is going to end up before you go to school. Most of the time, it was always that. Like, yeah, before you go to school, you got a doctor's appointment, you're going to get this flu shot and you're going to school. Why? I don't know why it wasn't that this time, but luckily it wasn't. So she picked me up in the middle of the day, and you going to get this flu shot. I'm like, all right, I'm going home. Nah, you going back to school. You going back to school and you taking the bus home. I'm like, yeah, you just gonna do me like that? That's crazy. She picked me up from school to drop me back off at school. That's got to be like top 5 worst things ever. Imagine getting, yeah, bro. Imagine them on an intercom like this, chat. They on an intercom like this. Can I get Tamia to the office with all of her stuff? She's checking out. I'm over here hyped. They like, yeah, Tamia. I just tapped the screen. My veiny. Chill out. What's up, Juice? What's the story about how I robbed the book fair? Bro, imagine they all in the intercom. Can I get Tamir for checkout? I'm like, yeah, I'm going home. All my class hype. Yeah, Tamir, you out of here. Like we in jail or something. And now imagine doing all of that. And then an hour and a half later, you come right back in the building. They like, yo, I thought you went home. Nah, I didn't go home. My mom just came and got me and dropped me back off at school. I was so cooked. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, they cooked me. I was pissed. But luckily that did happen. Because right after lunch, my mom picked me up right before lunch. She took me to get my flu shot. She got me some McDonald's and took me back to school. Mind you, McDonald's was cold. We can't eat in class. Bro, all I had was fries. I had a Happy Meal, bro. I ate the meal in the car. Threw the box in the garbage, whatever. Right? Now, since I ended up leaving and coming back, right, that already cleared me a little alibi so I could tell my second teacher, let me go to the book fair. They're going to be like, why you ain't go the first time? I said I didn't have money the first time. My mom, she pulled me out of school. We went to the doctor. She gave me $5 for the book fair. Now I can go. She like, all right, bet, go ahead. I go down there. It's an entire class down there. This is great, chat. This is great, chat. A whole class is down there. With a whole class being down there, that takes the pressure off of me. Imagine you trying to steal out of a store, and the store don't have nobody in there but you and the cashier. You're going to get caught, because all eyes are on you. If you walk into a gas station, there's 14 people in that gas station, and you make the 15th person, bro, they don't have eyes everywhere. You might get caught, but if it's one cashier to 15 people in the store, your chances of getting caught is a lot slimmer. So, if it's 25 third graders in the library, and I'm the same size as all 25 of them third graders, I can sneak off. You gotta peep. The teacher that's inside of the class, the teacher, well, the librarian is like the cashier, right? But the third graders that's in there, it was a whole class. They was scouting it. They wasn't sending kids down there to buy stuff. They was scouting it. And then they like, yeah, I'll get y'all money. They know third graders forget stuff. Once you get to fourth grade, they start giving you a little more, they getting a little more lenient with y'all. So they like, yeah, we're going to take y'all earlier, let y'all circle what y'all want, hand it to y'all parents because we trust y'all a little bit more. The third graders, though, they went as a whole class with everything. They go to the bathroom, it's a whole class. They go to lunch, it's a whole class. They go to the library, it's a whole class. They go buying stuff at the book fair, it's the whole class of buying stuff at the book fair. So their teacher is really only paying attention to the kids that's in her class. She not paying attention to me. I'm a non-factor because I'm not in her class. So that automatically took not only one eye, but 2 of them. You got 25 kids. The librarian got to look at some of them. The kids, bro, she's still a librarian. So they're going down there checking out books. I'm like, you know what? Instead of me saying I'm part of the book fair because it's going to make me look suspicious, I'm just going to say I'm checking out a book. I said, yeah, I just came down here to get a book. And I really did. If I didn't come back up there with a book, they was going to know I was selling. I said, bro, I need a cover up. I'm going to be like, yeah, mom. I said, yeah, I was like on some stuff like, yo, if I walk up there and I don't get caught, and I still can't get anything or block too hot, I'm just gonna go up there and say, yeah, I checked my pockets, my $5 was there. I think I lost it. I might have got a little sympathy point. She might have gave me a little $5. I don't know. So I walk downstairs. I'm looking. 25 kids. They kind of all in the same area, so I was kind of distancing myself. So I'm looking at books. I'm looking at books that don't have nothing to do with anything. Like I think I'm looking at dictionaries. Bro, it was just something that didn't matter. It didn't have nothing to do with nothing, bro. Them books didn't matter. I wasn't even paying attention to them. I'm looking at the back of the books like I'm really locking in reading something. All I'm reading is a book name and the author. I'm pulling out books, opening them. I'm trying not to make the block hot. Right? I'm starting to notice some of them are lining up. So I make sure that I need them people to stay in that library as long as they possibly can. Why they whole class line up and dip? I said, oh man, I'm kind of cooked. Thankfully, another class was right behind them. Another 3rd grade class and had just got in there. I said, guess what, y'all? Time reset. Time reset. Time reset. I got a cool 15 minutes that I got to just steal. It's kind of like Lester in my ear. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10. 9. Wait. We got in. We're in. Clock reset. Y'all got a whole another minute to go get more stuff. Hurry up. Bro, that's what it felt like. I'm like, yo, I got an extra 15 minutes to just walk around, not make block hot, and pick up as many things as I possibly can. Right? I'm walking around. I'm seeing stuff. They got a Cam Newton poster. They got the Cam Newton poster of him doing this. Mind you, y'all, I'm from NC, so if y'all don't know, I'm from NC. So the Carolina Panthers was actually pretty turned at this time. Cam Newton was the best player in everybody's eyes. They got Cam Newton hitting the Superman pose. He all on there like this. I'm like, yeah, I need that. But hold on, y'all, because the posters, you just point at one and she go behind. The posters was behind the desk with her. So I'm like, yo, I can't even get that poster because if I walk up there, she gonna ask me where my money at. I'm like, I can't steal that. I'm like, bro, if I'm stealing something, it gotta be the stuff that's on the table or the stuff super close to her. I said, bro, going up close is a super big risk. Bro, it's kind of like, bro, it felt like I was playing a GTA heist, for real. Y'all know when y'all in a GTA heist and it's like, do you want to take the sneaky approach, the stealthy approach, or the loud approach? And it's like, yo, the loud approach, look, keep walking up to the desk, just grabbing something up there, sticking in my pocket and dipping. But the sneaky approach, me walking around. Mind you, the stuff farther away from her is kind of the stuff that suck. These is the real books that's in the book fair. I don't want real books. I want the good stuff. Ray, why did you really want something so bad, bro? I was tired of getting flexed on. Y'all gotta peep, bro. The book fair stuff, clout from the book fair lasts a cool 2 weeks. 2 weeks when you in school is a pretty long time. Y'all gotta realize 2 weeks in school is 10 days. Not including the weekends. It's 10 days. You in the class with the same kids every single day for 8 hours, bro. Yeah, I was having fear of missing out. I'm not finna get it, bro. They all in my face with the little pens that change colors and the UV pens with the light. They doing their homework in UV pen. My teacher, hey, stop that. I can't read what y'all writing. But I did my homework. They getting in trouble. They got the erasers that smell like chocolate and all this, bro. I'm like, bro, give me something, bro. Give me something. They got the money erasers. But mind y'all, the stuff that everybody be wanting, the UV pens, the money erasers, the chocolate erasers, the pen that change colors, all that stuff is on the desk with her. It's on the desk. It's on the desk, bro. I'm walking around, I'm seeing books. I see the Guinness World Record book. Right? I'm seeing the Guinness World Record book. The Guinness World Record book was not talking about nothing. I'm low-key reading the book. You did the slow way. Should have took a classmate stuff. Nothing I did was slow, actually. I want y'all to really lock in on what I was actually doing. At the end of the day, I got what I wanted. Pete. I said, yo. And in my head, it felt like a Life is Strange cutscene where the two options pop up and it's just like the screen shaking. Doom, doom, doom. I didn't know what to do. I might go up to her desk, cause a distraction, steal it, or steal the stuff that low-key suck. I said, you know what? I'm going to do both. said, you know what? I'm gonna do both of them. Bro, we gonna do both. They got bookmarks. Diary of a Wimpy Kid custom bookmarks with the little stick figures. And it says, last page right here. And it got the stick figure pointing. Grab that. I got 4 of them. All in my pocket. I had on some sweatpants too, so my pockets was super, like, my pockets went deep. And I had like 4 pockets. I had the sweatpants with the pockets on the front, pockets on the side, pockets on the other front. They on the pants leg. It was like cargo pants. I had them on. I'm like, you know what? Yes, let's do it. I'm taking the bookmarks. I'm up 7 bookmarks. It's custom pencils. The glittery pencils. Take those. All in my pocket. Give me that. What else I got? I had got a whole bunch of just random little stuff. A whole bunch of little stuff. I'm grabbing little stuff. Little stuff that low-key suck. Mind you, I'm not really locking. I don't need 7 of them. I don't need 7 bookmarks. I'm really getting them from my dogs that don't have no money. That really don't have no money. But I said, you know what? If I do all of this, I came down here for nothing. If I did this, I came down here for nothing. I gotta lock in. It's all these kids down there. She not paying attention to me at all, right? She not paying attention to me at all. I said, bro, I'm already knowing when I really gotta lock in, and she only gotta pay attention to me. Like I told y'all, I had 15 minutes. I had 15 minutes before that class left. I don't know when the next class was coming in. After this, I think that was all the 3rd grade classes. So after this, it was nobody else for the day, for real. I said, bro, that's my only chance to grab all that stuff from over there while nobody looking at me. I said, bro, I'm finna make my exit from where the book fair was at. But we not done, chat. We not done. I'm back over there in the regular library with all the rest of the books. Mind y'all, when y'all check out books, it's in the same spot where the librarian at. The same spot where you gotta pay for your stuff when you at the book fair. I'm down there. I make sure I get 4 books. I said, yo, I'm gonna check out 4 books. We had this thing called a credit system. Kind of like how the real world works. Y'all know how y'all can't get a loan if y'all got bad credit. It was kind of like that. If you owe a missing book, you can't get another book. If you don't have any books missing, you can check out up to 4 or 5 books. They wasn't doing it one by one. The only way you can only check out 1 book is if you had another book out. You couldn't check out any books if you had a book overdue. And if you had a book missing, you couldn't even come in the library, for real. You was low-key cooked. But if you didn't have any books out, I didn't have any books out at this time. So I could take out 4 books as long as I have. They give you a certain like amount of time that you had to bring it back, or it's like a check-in thing where it's like a come down here. I need you to show me the book. I need you to scan it. You couldn't get 1 book at a time. Nah, like you can if you didn't have any books out, you could get up to 3 or 4 books. I think it was 3 books if you didn't have any books out. If you had a book out, you could only get 1 more book out, and if you had a book overdue, you couldn't get no books. So I take my book over there. They go on some stuff where it's like, we're gonna check out all these books at the same time. You pick out which book you're gonna read first. That's the one that we'll set your checkout date for. And the other ones, I'll scan them after, and we'll move them dates a day apart. So like after like 2 weeks, you bring all them books there. When you return one of your books, bring the others so she can scan and make sure that you still have them. That way she can give you an extension on the book and your checkout date. That way you don't have any books overdue. That's how it works. You bring all the books down there. Even if you're not done reading it, she's just going to scan it again and make sure you get an extension so your books aren't overdue. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get 3 books. You're going to get them all checking out at the same time. It's just going to say different days when you look on your little library thing. So I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get as many books as I can. I'm going to cause as much of the distraction and give her the absolute worst time she ever had as a librarian. I'm going to make her turn around 14 times. And I'm going to take all this stuff off this desk. I went in there with a plan. I said, yo, all of this is mine. And y'all already know. When I went over there, that's what happened. I'm over there like this. Where my books at? Where my books? Yo, where my books at? Bro, we just gonna act like the Xbox a book. I don't know where I put my books. Imagine this is 3 books. I go smooth over there. Hi. Mind you, bro, I'm trying to look as little as possible. Like I got my head like this, so the book's low-key covering my face. I'm, hi, can I check out my books? And I'm here like it's heavy. I push it on, I put it on the thing, right? There go my books. She like, Mind y'all, like I told y'all, I said I needed a distraction just to make her look at something a little bit longer. When you got books, she was on some stuff where she was trying to do crowd control for the book fair so much that if you had a book and you didn't like it, she was putting it right back right then and there. I said, bro, this is my perfect time. I said, if I didn't want this book, I could just hand her this book and she would go return it. I don't want her to think that I came over here with a book that obviously I'm not going to read or like something super boring. So I get a book that's a little over my reading level, right? Because she knew everybody reading level. She know the people that's like in the 4th grade class is reading above reading level. I used to be reading above reading level, but I was right on the 4th grade level in 4th grade. So I was a little bit over, but I like for the most part I was on the 4th grade reading level. So I get like one of these books for like middle schoolers. Like obviously I can't read the book, but I mix it in with 2 books that I really did know I could read. So she checked, beep, beep. Oh, sweetheart, you don't think this book is a little bit too hard? I'm like, yeah, it might be. I think I'm gonna get a different one. Or as a matter of fact, I'm not even gonna get a new book. I think I'll just take the 2 that I got. She's like, all right, sweetheart, I'm gonna go put this one back. Perfect time for me. She said, all right, sweetheart, I'm gonna go put this one back. I said, dummy, you left the wrong person alone. UV pen, give me that. A money eraser, give me that. Magic, all this other stuff. The pen that you click and it changes colors 30 times, give me that. The chocolate eraser that smell like chocolate, give me that. All that, let me get all that. I need that. Let me look up more book fair stuff. Because I can tell y'all on like a list of stuff that I'm like, yeah, I got all of that stuff. Book fair toys. Oh yeah, the super long pencils. I stuck that right in my pocket. And it was, bro, you could not see it. I promise you couldn't see it. The hand pointer things. Yeah, I got one of them. They had the little iPhone erasers. They had the erasers that were like iPhones. Bro, I got that. All the erasers that was up there. I got all the erasers that was up there. Y'all see the erasers that look like iPhones. The hand pointer things. The UV pencils somewhere up here. Bro, all of this. Y'all see how these in like little containers? Them little containers was not on that table. Them little containers are her like in the front. The ice cream cone erasers. These are the UV pens right here. The UV pens, the pens that you click, all this, the mushroom erasers. Bro, I had all of that. It's stuffed in my pocket. I'm reading up. All this stuff in my pocket. Now, y'all would think to me, why do you need 7 UV pens? Why do you need 7 magic pointer things? Why do you need 7 iPhone erasers? I said, you know what? My dog's going to eat. I actually have more than 7. I got 7 bookmarks. This is the little stuff. This is for people that never get anything. When I was little, I was in the 1st grade, and one day the book fair came to our school, and I didn't come. Bro, that sucked. They supposed to be there for more than one day. But, like, bro, I grabbed all the stuff. The stuff that don't nobody really want, that was for my dogs who never got money and never get to go to the book fair. My dog, Francis, his name wasn't Francis. I think his name was, like, I ain't even finna try to say his name, bro. It was this Mexican boy in my class. His name started with an F or something. Francisco? Yeah, that was his name. Bro, name was Francisco. My dog, Francisco, bro, he was super nice. He was super quiet. I don't know if he was, like, on something, but, like, bro, he was super quiet in class, bro. He was super quiet in class. My dog, Francisco, was too quiet. My dog was quiet. He in the class. He don't never get money for the book fair. Every time they get stuff from the book fair, he always looks super sad. I said, bro, I'm gonna go up there and get him something. Mind you, I go up there and do all that, and I come back over there with 2 books and all this stuff in my pocket. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna pull all this stuff in my pocket right now. She not gonna notice that I took all this stuff either, bro. Mind you, I know, bro, I live in a black household, bro. I used to eat my mom food and put it right back in a position where you could never tell I touched it. Unless you counted how many pieces of chicken that you had, you wasn't gonna figure out that I ate your food, bro. And I was denied at the time. You ate my food, no? You gonna count how many grains of rice you got on that plate? Because the way I ate it, you won't be able to tell that I took anything. And I was like that in real life, too. I'll take this. Yeah, let me get that pencil. You'll never know I took it, bro. I'm gonna put it right back the way I found it, minus what I took. You're never gonna know. I promise you're not gonna know. So I did the same thing with her. I know she didn't see it because I didn't even remember how many I had in my pocket. I just grabbed a handful of everything I seen. It probably wasn't 7, bro. I'm giving a little guesstimate. But it was like, bro, I picked up anything I seen, bro. Anything I seen got picked up and put down inside of that pocket. I said, you know what? Never mind. She put the book back. She was like, yeah, I think I have to go back to class now. She was like, how long you been down here, sweetheart? I'm like, I was just looking for a book. I don't know. I walk right back upstairs. Bro, you would never know that I took anything. The way I was walking, like, yeah, this mine. This how you got to do when you steal stuff out of stores or anything. You got to walk like, bro, this my cake. These my pencils. This my eraser. All this stuff mine. That's how you gotta walk with confidence. Like, yeah, bro, this is my stuff. All of this is my stuff. I go right upstairs. How was the book fair? The book fair was great. It was fun. Right? Mind y'all, I came off a sweet lick. I got at least man, I need to see how much this stuff costs, bro. They was charging like $2-3 for these pencils. All this stuff, yeah, they was charging at least $5 for all of this stuff on this table, bro. National Scholastics was scamming kids. Yeah, me, you trifling? I was not trifling. Y'all finna see what I did. I'm a W. Actually, y'all need to be saying W me in the chat for what I did after this. Bro, the pencils are at least $5. I had at least like $80 worth of book fair stuff in my pocket. At least $80 worth of book fair stuff in my pocket. I'm 8-9 years old toting $80 worth of stuff, right? Mind you, hustler's mentality came naturally. I said, my mom gave me $15. I went down there and bought pencils and resold them to the people in my class. Mind y'all, I told y'all, like, it was people in my class who really did not have money. It was people, it was 3 levels of people. The people who really got money and be buying stuff at the book fair, them not the people that I'm worried about. That's not even my target audience. Y'all got it. I was actually taking stuff from them too. Like, not at this time, but like, come on, bro. Like, let me get a pencil. I'm going to, bro, I'm taking books. Just so you not cool with these, bro. I was playing with people's lives when I was in school. Bro, cool. The people that can buy stuff from the book fair never been my target audience. Go ahead. This is my target audience. The people who don't have money and the people who do have money but not enough to really buy what they want. The people that's on like a limit. It was kids in my class that was getting $20 for the book fair. That's not my target audience. My target audience is the people that say, Mom, can I please have $10? And they mom like, you know what, I'll give you some money and give you $5. That was my target audience. You got money, but you don't really got enough money to do what you want to do. Now it's like, bro, buy a book. Because if you come back in there and your mom like, yo, where my money at? What you spend my money on? And it's not a book, she gonna be pissed. So I'm gonna make sure you get what you actually want. I'm just gonna do it for a cheaper price. The kids in my class who didn't have any money also were in my target audience. But I did have free stuff that I knew that they wanted. And I had a best friend, right? Like I told y'all, Mexican boy in my class, his name like Francisco, something like that. I had another friend, her name Nazaya, that was my best friend. I gave my friend Nazaya one of the UV pencils, she was turned. Her mom never give her money for anything. She don't even get free lunch at school. She gotta pay for lunch. So like when it came down to school events, field trips, and all of that class party, she was never participating in none of it. And she was Muslim, so I don't know if she wasn't participating in it because she was Muslim. Because they was really strict on, like, all this stuff they could and couldn't do. Like, we had Christmas programs. She couldn't participate in none of that. Any type of school activity program, she couldn't participate in none of it. I don't know if it's because she was Muslim or because her mom never gave her money for no events. But regardless, bro, I know she wanted a UV pen. I slid her the UV pen. She was turned. My dog, Francisco, who never got no money, I slid him one of the Diary of the Wimpy Kid things. That's all he read. Every book he read, Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. And I said, you know what, bro? I'm going to get money off of this. I'm going to buy him a Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. By the time I got the money, the actual, like, they took half of the books. All the good stuff was gone. So, like, the new Diary of a Wimpy Kid books was actually gone. I was kind of pissed. I was trying to get it to him. The Dork Diary books was still there. Bro, I'm finna let y'all I'm really finna put y'all on game with all the rest of the stuff that happened. But like, boom, I got my dogs who don't have no money out the way. The people that do got money, not even part of my clientele for real. My clientele was the people who got money, but not enough to really splurge and buy what they want. They only get to buy books. Their parents literally tell them, go in here and get this and don't get nothing else. And if you come in here with something else, I'm gonna be mad. You're gonna get in trouble. That's my target audience. I say, your mom gave you $8? How much that book cost? $5? What's something you really wanted at a book fair? I really wanted the eraser that looked like an iPhone. I got it. Let me get that $2 though. Let me get the $2. Mind you, downstairs that same eraser costs $5. You don't have enough money to buy it, so you gonna buy it from me or you gonna buy it from them. Or you gonna be pissed that you can only buy this book. You gonna be pissed that you can only buy this $5 book and now you can't buy that eraser. Or you gonna pay me that extra. You got $8. That book costs $5. Let me get the 3. You want a UV pencil? How much you got? My mom gave me $10 and my dad gave me $2. So 12. All right, bet. What you trying to get out of there? What your parents making you get? I don't want a Cam Newton poster. I said, bro, we ain't got that. And he like, okay, I'll go downstairs and buy it. What else he want? He started asking for too much. He like, yeah, I want the pencil that like iPhone. I want a UV pencil. I want the one that changed colors. I want the pointer. I'm like, hold on, bro, chill out. You don't even got money like that. I'm like, you know what? I do a deal with you. I got all that stuff. Give me all $12. Go downstairs, spend your $1 on that Cam Newton poster. Hand me all the other 11. And I got you everything. Just tell your parents they stole your money. Or you lost it. And they'll just be pissed and you got everything anyway. That was my clientele. I was finessing children. I was a child though. So like, come on. I was definitely over there finessing people's kids. I didn't get caught. I did this twice. I did get caught the other time though, but I not the same year though. One of these years, I think I might have been younger or a little older. I know one of these times I got caught, but this time I did not get caught, bro. I was too smart with it. Then they found out somebody was stealing from the book fair, but they found out after the book fair left. So it was like, come on, bro, what y'all gonna catch me? I didn't have nothing on me, by the way. After them 2 weeks went up, all the ink inside my UV pen was gone. By the time they found out somebody was stealing from the book fair, all the pen inside my UV pen was gone. The light on the back of the UV pen didn't work no more. I clicked it too many times. It was no more ink inside of there. The eraser that looked like an iPhone looked all beat up like somebody stepped on it and chewed it. I stuck my pencil inside that eraser 30 times. The magic pointer hand broke. I had it in my book bag and I was in a bus and I sat on an accident trying to look at a fight outside the window. It was just like, come on, bro. By the time y'all found out, it didn't matter anymore. Oh, well. And nobody read it. That's why I rock with my clientele. My clientele didn't have no money. I made sure it was a blackmail lose-lose situation. If I get caught, you get caught. What, you gonna tell your parents that you bought something from somebody else instead of buying it from the book fair like they told you to? Because if I go down, we all going down. And everybody do that. So I didn't get ratted on. Thankfully, mind you, the people that really got money, them was the people that actually kind of told. They thought it was somebody in our class. They had no proof that it was me, and they did not know it was me. But they definitely knew it was somebody in our class, and they was all overly trying to figure out who it was. Bro, rat for rat is crazy. Nah, I'm a rat. I was rat for rat at that time. That was me. Don't snitch on me, I snitch on you. I used to be the biggest troll. We in the class trolling. You throw a pencil at me. How? I'm telling on you. Raise my hand. Please stop. No. I'm sorry. Can I go to the bathroom? Trolling. I used to be in there. Trolling. Bro. I was in school. I wasn't no class clown. I was just like a manipulative little kid troll. Like, I used to just be trolling. That was my thing, bro. I used to love trolling. It was hilarious, bro. Toying with people reactions, bro. And mind you, I was heavy YouTube prank at this time. The YouTube pranks I was doing at the crib sucked. I used to bring my mom out like I went missing. Where are you? I used to do that to my teachers too, bro. I got a story time. I got in trouble for that when I was in middle school. I tried to prank my teacher out like I went missing. Not like that. Not like I really went missing, but like, bro, I'm inside the class hiding under the sink because I'm small enough to fit under there type thing. But yeah, y'all, that's the story time about how I stole from the book fair. Never got caught. And I had a whole bunch of money. So guess what I did? I saved my money. I actually kind of forgot I had that money. I put it in my book bag, right? My book bag never get checked. I put it in my book bag, and the like reason why I low-key forgot about the money is because all the stuff I wanted from the book fair I had, and like when people stopped talking about the book fair, I forgot I even did that stuff for the money. Also, once they kind of found out somebody had stole, I low-key kind of like erased it out of my memory that I even did any of that. So the money that was inside of my book bag, I forgot was even there. So like, bro, every year I get a new book bag. I'm cleaning out my book bag. I find the money in there. I put it in my pocket. I go straight to the store, buy a bag of hot chips first day of school. Now I'm saving money because my mom giving me $2 to go in the gas station every time we go to school. Plus I take the bus. Cool. Candy lady, let me get that. I'm going to the, bro, this back when the candy lady, her price used to be cheap. You used to be able to get two, like, frozen, like, bro, ice cups. The ice cups, well, frozen cups of Kool-Aid, they used to be 50 cents. You give her 50 cents, she give you like a paper bag with the cups in it. And I was actually kind of mad about that because I used to ride my bike to her house. Her house is like right down the street from mine, so I used to ride my bike to her house. And like y'all know, paper bags don't have handles. You can't put them on like the handlebars of your bike. So I used to really have to ride with them in my lap, going super slow. I gotta go across the street. It's cars honking at me. And I saved $5. I always made sure I had $5, so if I wanted to go buy something from the book fair that next year, I could. But by the time the book fair came, I didn't have that $5 no more. I was more focused on getting ice cream at the ice cream truck. I wanted to flex. I bought all my friends ice cream. I didn't care about the book fair during the summertime. But yeah, y'all, that's the story time, man. YouTube, I hope y'all like it. If y'all watching this video, make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all can follow my Twitch too, bro. It's Tamiaduh, ITSTAMIADUHH. Same thing as my YouTube. Follow my Instagram. Right there. Follow me. And we got this not a new setup, but like, bro, I moved my bed. So like, when y'all see the story time, don't be surprised. And I love y'all, bro. We out, chat.